Today, we're going to be doing our 1-month review of the MetaQuest 3 headset. I've been using my MetaQuest 2 headset up there for about a year now, and I recently upgraded to this. I wanted to kind of share my opinion and how I thought the upgrade went. I'm also going to be breaking down this review into two parts: the physical aspect, such as the comfortability, new button layouts and stuff like that. And then the other part's going to be digital, where we go over some of the games and how the gameplay works, how the mixed reality works, and so on. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and open up this box and take a closer look at this headset. So first things first, we're gonna be doing the remotes. Not a lot of people do that. We have no ring on the outside like the Quest 2, so the remotes are even smaller. They feel very natural. If you guys hold them like so, like it just makes sense. I don't know why, but I love the actual controls of this thing, and not having the ring there makes them less clunky and you're less likely to smack yourself in the face with these. So I love that about these. Other than that, they're very similar to the Quest 2 without the ring. So here you have it, the MetaQuest 3. We have a bunch of cameras on the front that contribute to the actual mixed reality that this thing has hyped up. And I will say, it's a lot of fun. So just wait for the actual like digital part of the review where we go over and actually show some of the gameplay. Maybe I'll throw some up here just in case. Anyways, this year we have a new head strap design, so you technically could use this with ponytails now. So that's a plus, I'm sure, to some people. Maybe a very small group of people, but I'm sure you guys are gonna appreciate it. Like I said, I did use the Quest 2 for quite some time, and coming from the Quest 2 to this one, I do like the new head strap design. I also love the fact that the weight distribution is much better. So this headset, believe it or not, is heavier, but it is thinner here. So just for example, the Quest 2 came to about here. Doesn't look like a big difference, but it does make a big difference. I say that because when you guys wear the Quest 2, you guys could kind of notice it's like top heavy. And because of this new change, it does seem more comfortable and less top heavy. So I do really love that about this headset. I also really like the actual fabric that they used here. On the previous gen, I did not like it as much, but this is something that you guys could replace with like third-party companies. Also, if you're like myself and you wear glasses, this is much easier to use. You don't have to put in that insert anymore. There's a little button in here. Probably gonna be hard to see, so I may show you some other footage. But you press that, and then you guys could just kind of pull the actual headset out. So it is much easier than the previous generation, which is something I love. Also, when it comes to the adjustment between your eyes for the lenses, you guys have a little round knob here now, which is huge because now you don't have to take off the headset just to adjust that. You could put the headset on, be looking, and then adjust it, which just makes more sense. It's hard to adjust it while the headset's off and you're kind of guessing at what to do. Now you guys could see the adjustment as it takes place, and you could figure out what's sharper or what's not working for you. So I thought that was a big improvement. Also, these little bars here, they do move, so you guys can adjust the headset. So if you guys need to angle it down, super easy. The USB-C placement has changed, which may or may not be a big deal to you. If you guys have a bunch of Quest 2 accessories, this may be a problem, but if this is your first headset, it may be fine. Basically, not all the accessories from the previous gen are gonna carry through, especially considering the audio jack is on the opposite side, and it still seems underpowered, which is not a big deal because the new speakers on this thing are amazing. They're more directional, so you guys could sort of see them right there. I assume there's just like a big speaker here, and then there's a little port, and then same up top. But the sound quality is very loud, and I actually prefer the sound system on the headset versus using like my own headset. And that's saying a lot. So that's about it for this part of the review. I think it's about time to move into the fun part, which is the video game aspect / digital aspect of the Quest 3. So the Quest 3 is kind of a weird one because we have mixed reality now, which if you don't understand what that means, I'll show you an example right here. But basically it's like you're wearing the headset, you can see everything else around you, but the game actually uses your room to interact with you. So when you're in your gaming room, it'll turn into something completely different. You guys could set up actual permanent decor in your VR headset. It is actually crazy, and I love this thing so much for this. The mixed reality portion of this really is what makes this headset stand out to me. The fact that you guys have true color when you guys are looking around your room with the headset on. You guys could almost read messages from your screen. And I think this will probably vary person to person depending on how good your eyesight is. I personally have really bad vision, so I have a hard time seeing screen on my phone while I'm wearing the headset, but some people are saying it works. And there are also a bunch of new type of games that are coming out with this. So it's definitely a little different than the Quest 2 in that aspect, because they seem to be focusing more on the mixed reality portion of things. It's definitely really fun, and I feel like the mixed reality makes things less disorienting. Coming from somebody that gets pretty dizzy easily, it really does feel like you're just kind of in your room, roaming around with just random stuff happening that would normally never happen until you put the Quest 3 on. There are several games that you guys could play with this that are actually introducing mixed reality, but if you guys are just trying to play some of the old Quest 2 games, you guys will probably notice a pretty big improvement in quality, but with the big improvement in quality, you guys may see that the games aren't necessarily manufactured towards this headset yet. So you guys are probably gonna have to give the developers some time to actually improve their quality to get ready for the Quest 3. Next up, we're gonna be talking about my favorite part about this headset, and that is using mixed reality to use my desktop on this. That was probably really confusing. Maybe I'm not wording it completely right, but basically I can wear this headset, wire it into my PC, or do it wirelessly, by the way, and I can use this for my monitor. So I could create a massive monitor that is way bigger than those 27-inch monitors, and I could use it to work. And I've actually done this. I've edited an entire video on this headset, and it's crisp enough to actually do work. So I absolutely love that about this headset, and I think it's probably the best thing that I enjoyed about it, because I can actually see my keyboard and mouse while using this, all thanks to the new Mixed VR headset. So anyways, that's about it. That's my review of the Meta Quest 3.